Our Stone Age ancestors didn't eat 3 meals a day with snacks, and they certainly couldn't order takeout at midnight. Today, we live with calories available 24/7. Because we are always eating, our bodies are locked in a permanent state of digestion. The machinery never gets a break. This constant feeding confuses our genes. When the system is always processing incoming food, it never receives the signal to activate its built-in cellular repair mechanisms, and so the biological cleanup crew stays asleep. Stepping away from food for 5 days mimics the environment our bodies evolved in. This absence of incoming nutrients signals the body to pause active growth and redirect all energy toward internal cellular repair. This creates a biological vacuum. Within this window of abstinence, the body's internal resources finally have the clearance to focus on deep healing without the constant tax of digestion. In the first 24 hours, your body hunts for stored energy. It targets glycogen, which is essentially a chain of glucose molecules attached to water. As you burn through this fluid-filled sack of sugar, you immediately drop 1 to 3 pounds of pure water weight. Without food coming in, your insulin levels plummet. Insulin acts as the control switch for energy. When it drops, your body is forced to locate a new fuel source and taps directly into your own stored fat. Because your body is effectively eating its own fat around the clock, your appetite completely disappears. The biological need to eat vanishes because internally you are already being fed. But you are losing fluids rapidly, which means you are also flushing out electrolytes. You must take sea salt. You need potassium and essential magnesium. Without these trace minerals, you will experience severe fatigue and muscle cramps. By the end of day 1, you have successfully transitioned your biology. You are no longer dependent on external calories. You are thriving entirely on your internal reserves. On day 2, you officially enter ketosis. This is a state where your body burns fat for fuel, producing molecules called ketones. Ketones provide a highly efficient energy source that noticeably sharpens your focus and cognitive power. This brings us to autophagy, literally self-eating. It's your body's internal cellular recycling factory. Without new nutrients, your body becomes ruthlessly efficient. It hunts down old, damaged proteins clogging your system, breaking them into fresh, uniform building blocks to construct new tissue. By taking away the food supply, you force your cells to clean themselves out. You are physically rebuilding your body using its own biological waste, making this an essential anti-aging process. Days 3 and 4 are the peak of the fast. You enter deep autophagy, where your cells start aggressively hunting down and recycling precancerous cells. The sweep continues deeper inside the body. Your system systematically destroys lingering intracellular pathogens like viruses and bacteria, along with damaged mitochondria, the tiny energy factories that cause chronic disease when broken. This line graph shows the level of a specific protein called brain-derived neurotropic factor, or BDNF. By day 3, you see a massive 400% increase in this protein. That BDNF spike generates entirely new brain cells. It increases your capacity to learn and produces a clear, euphoric state of focus. Down in your gut, you have 27 feet of intestines walled by a barrier just 1 cell thick. For the first time, this massive tube finally stops processing food. That complete rest allows your intestinal lining to fully regenerate its outer barrier, without the constant inflammation caused by daily digestion. Simultaneously, you trigger a total reset of your immune system. Your body recycles old, damaged white blood cells that are no longer effective. The thymus gland, a small organ sitting above your heart that trains your immune system's T cells, physically begins to grow, reversing the shrinkage that normally happens as we age. Dormant stem cells, which act as blank slates waiting for instructions, begin multiplying and preparing the raw materials to build a brand new immune system. And to ensure you don't lose any muscle during all this, your human growth hormone levels spike, wrapping your existing muscle mass in a layer of biological protection. Surpassing the 96-hour mark effectively strips away a tired, deteriorating immune system, deliberately clearing space to construct a younger, much stronger defense network. When you finally reach day 5, your digestive system is completely asleep. Breaking the fast with a large, heavy meal is physically dangerous and will make you severely nauseous. You have to follow a strict, phased refeeding protocol. Start with a quarter of your normal calories, using something easy to process, like bone broth, a small egg, or some avocado. You must completely avoid all sugar and carbohydrates. When you introduce high-quality nutrients back into the system, those waiting stem cells immediately seize them. They initiate a massive cellular rebuild, constructing new muscle, clear skin, and healthy tissue. 5 days of fasting provides the body with the necessary biological maintenance to initiate deep repair. This process grants our systems the evolutionary permission to heal and rebuild from the inside out.